Well, greetings again. This is Dr. Bill Wyatt with the American Orthodontic Society, and I want to talk some about the truths in orthodontics, and we're going to deal with root resorption in a Class 2 Division 2 case. This was a young lady who was the daughter of a pastor, and we did this kind of gratis to deal with her. She was a very fine patient and everything, so I don't want to have to run through this. I've got a lot of slides on this, but you need to kind of understand this root resorption. She had this when we started the case. She had never had anything done orthodontically at all. Let's get going. I'll show as much of this as I can. Here is the young lady, and she's got a kind of a Class 2. It's not kind of a Class 2, it is a Class 2 Division 2, where these teeth are closed down here and it holds her jaw back right here. Now this may have had some trauma, whatever it is. This was 1990, I think, right here. And these centrals and the laterals had a great deal of root resorption. And so we handled them as carefully as we could. And to my knowledge, the root resorption didn't carry over into anything that we did. We fixed them up and she still had these teeth. And I tell people, I've never had a tooth lost from root resorption. That's just pure luck, though, I think. So let's get into this, how to deal with Class 2 Division 2. We put an intruding arch. It'll show that too on here. So as we look at them from the palate looking down, these are crowded out here on the sides, of course, and these two teeth are holding back, and the bottom teeth fit right up underneath here, and her jaw can't go forward. So it may have traumatized these teeth to the point that they roots resorbed. I have no idea actually why or how it did, or why it didn't do any more when we came in to move these teeth. And we were able to correct this problem, bring these teeth out, I think, in a month or two. And you can't believe hardly how fast it went. And these teeth right here are back. They're being held back, but they bumped the upper teeth. And that may have been the cause for the root resorption. I do not know that answer to that. But when she closes too, you can see we're in a pretty much Class 1 relation, and the lower teeth are put back right underneath here, and her jaw can't come out. So when she chews, she probably traumatized these teeth, and that may have been the reason for the root resorption. And so I'm going to show that on the x-ray here in a little bit. Now these teeth were straight across, right like that. And as we started this case in 8/6 of 90, and you watch, it took, I think, a couple of months before we got the teeth, picked these teeth up and got this jaw to come forward like that. And you started it in 8/6 of 90. And here it is, 8/6 of 90, we started it. The lower anterior teeth were biting up in here, and that may have been the cause for the root resorption. So when we straightened that out and everything, the teeth did not resorb any further. Now this is an intruding arch that we bring in on a case like this. And we hook the arch wire back here, it would go way on up like that. We brought the arch wire down and tied it to this flexible wire right here, which does a whole string of things. It rotates the teeth, it levels them from tooth to tooth. You can expand the arch with them, and you can contract it with it. And then we stick the intruding wire on top of that like that. And this is when we put that in there, 8/6 of 90. And watch how fast that moves. And this came up we put that on, and she came back in. And that's 8/6 of 90. 8/6 of 90. 8/6 of 90. And now there's a 9/11 of 90. So it was from 8/6 to 8/9/11. In other words, 1 month and several days here, and her teeth had raised up that much and lined up like that. It was amazing. And I've seen people that had no orthodontic training, and they'd get somebody like that. One person was a lecturer. I mean, he ground the teeth off rather than, if he'd have known how to pick these teeth up like that in just a little over a month's time. They started in 8/6 of 90, and we've had the teeth out here by 9/11 of 90. That's just a little over a month. Those teeth moved out that far. Now that makes a lot of difference in it. Now her jaw could come forward. It wasn't traumatizing those teeth, and they had no more root resorption during the case. Here she is further down the line. We went ahead and put a rectangular wire in there, and we straightened those teeth out. And here it is, 10/24 of 91, 8/6 of 90. And so this is a very short length of time we had this case lined up like that. And that's in the center of the case. And we put a intruding wire to bring this down just a little bit. You see this wire here? It is rectangular. We've brought these teeth down some to get them out of the way. That's 91, 91 again. And she's just now getting her second bicuspid in over on this side. Okay, here we'll go through the x-rays now. Look at the resorption up here on those teeth. The laterals coming in here like they hadn't developed good when we started. These are deciduous teeth. And this was age 8 something. That was the date on that I can't really tell very good. But she's in a mixed dentition here. Now, here is 11/3 of 88, and she's age 10 and 11, and you see the resorption started there. And that's the bite was deep, and the only thing I could think, the trauma from the lower teeth hitting the back teeth probably caused this root resorption that she had. So we went in and had a month and a day or two, few days, raised those teeth up, got them out of the way. So that stopped the trauma. And that may have been the reason that the root resorption stopped. And we were able to do that. And here it is, and I can't tell the date on that. She's got her wisdom teeth coming in. And this was how it started. And here it is. We expanded that bottom arch. I'm going to run through this real quick. Just a lot of plain common orthodontics in here, but I wanted to stress the intruding wire and also the root resorption and how you can probably the trauma of the lower teeth banging into the upper teeth brought the root resorption about. I do not know. But anyway, after we got the teeth out of the way in a month, there was no more root resorptions. So maybe it had something to do with it. And this is the way the teeth ended up. And this is 92. And here she's going up a little more. And there's the smile that she had. and this is after we finished the case, and the teeth stayed with no more root resorption. So I don't know what to tell you about root resorption. I don't say that, but I know how to intrude teeth like that, and every dentist ought to know how to do something like this. I really believe. So here we are in 93, and we take that off. Those teeth, the last time I saw this young lady, she had grown up, and the teeth were still there and looking just as good. So here it is in 90, and here it is in 87, it's age 10. The root resorption here is in age 12-7, and we opened that and freed those teeth up, and no more root resorption. So here is her teeth later on in life. And it gives a person a real satisfaction to be able to take somebody that had a problem like that and go in and straighten this up, and apparently getting the teeth from banging into those upper teeth like that stop the root resorption. But I'm just guessing that. I do not know that for a fact, but I do know fact that you can elevate and level those teeth with this intruding arch like I showed you in there. And so we'll see what this is on the sides. And we had a bonded 3-3 that she wore for a good long while. And here she is in 99, I think. She's a grown young lady now, and the teeth are still there and still good. So it went from that to that. And that's 99, and this was 80 something. I forget the case right there. And so this is a gratifying profession to go. And if you want to do orthodontics, it is a self-gratifying profession. I love to do this for people and help people. It makes you happy as well as it makes her happy. So we gave this young lady a much better life than she had. And that is a gratifying thing. It helps. And maybe that helps you live till you're 96. I don't know about that. But anyway, thank you for watching. And I hope if you learn how to do orthodontics, that with these videos you can learn how to do it. And if you need some help on the side, join the American Orthodontic Society, whether you need the help or not. We have our headquarters in Grapevine, Texas, and you can fly in there from anywhere in the United States in about 2 hours, and they will carry you out to the headquarters of the AOS. And we have about 5 hotels around where you could stay and take courses that we give to people. And I hope you see this, and I'm just so happy to have been privileged to have this as a profession. And so I thank you for watching, and I hope you'll tune in to our channels. And thank you again. I'm going to say goodbye for the time being.